Greetings everyone. Today we are going to cook a cake, an apple cake sort of type with a fry pan. We're going to use a hot cake mix for it. So this is a pancake mix in Japan. Of course, in Japan it's called hot cake. I guess we call it pancakes. And this is how it should look. I don't guarantee it will look like this, but we'll just have to see. First we have to get the apple ringo going. We'll peel it and clean it. Maybe let me move the camera a little bit to the left. Okay. I'm going to remove the skin. There's one piece here. And another one. It's a fresh apple from, I believe, New Zealand. Very crunchy. Hi, sorry, I have my phone is in a holder, so you have to write a lot of, so it scrolls up so I can see it. Some partially the screen is blocked, so you need to type a few more lines of chat to be able to be seen on my phone. This is going to be tedious because I'm just taking my time on removing the skin as little as I can. Bonus broadcast. Okay, I can see your comment now. Amanda Campbell. Hello, it's Baby Doll from Periscope. Whoa, welcome. I have my phone in a holder, so I cannot read the bottom lines of the chat, just in case you are writing somewhere. We are going to cook a cake in a pan, in a fry pan, because as you maybe know, Japan is not the country for big Western ovens, the ones that we use for, cooking the turkey, for example. You can buy a turkey in Japan, but you will never be able to bake it or cook it, I guess, because there aren't such huge ovens around, unless you order one from outside of Japan. Okay. successfully cut the apple, peeled it without cutting myself. It's time for celebration. What I'm going to do now here, I'm going to slice these into threes. It's okay, I understand. Okay, you followed me, thank you. I don't broadcast much on YouTube because it's a data consuming thing, and I usually do Twitter, just in case. You can follow me on Twitter too. Okay, so we have multiple slices here, and I am going to let's see what it says. Okay, let's move this here maybe, and I need one osaji, one big spoon of sugar. Let's take the sugar. This is sugar here, brown sugar, and 1 spoon goes in. 1 big spoon. That's called osaji. Osaji in Japanese. So here it comes. What we're going to do, we're going to saute these apples with sugar and butter for that extra flavor. So this is the butter. It's a large spoon, not teaspoon, of butter as well. And let's turn on the things here and start melting this. Now we have to be careful. The butter and sugar, those are very easy to get burnt items. I usually dissolve them, just like this, without throwing them in like I should. So I let the butter to dissolve. Let me decrease the flame. Just want it to be liquid. It's really hot. It's 32 degrees Celsius. The typhoon is hanging off the coast here. Just in case you're watching Olympics, the surfers are having fantastic time. They have the right waves to compete. Okay. We've got that going. I'm going to add these apples now and get things sizzling. Stir them a little bit so they get covered in the butter. That way the butter won't be burning, but I suggest that you do it on the lower flame. Now for extra flavor, we are going to add a bit of cinnamon. You know, the apples and cinnamon, they go together very well. We got cinnamon here. Okay, a little bit of cinnamon in, and stir. We'll mix the cinnamon with sugar and butter. Looks like that. Now we'll let them sizzle for about 3 minutes. It should be sufficient for them to get a nice roasty texture and get the flavor from the butter, of course. Maybe I don't know. Now some of the water will come out of them. What a wonderful flavor. Now once they get a little bit soft, we're going to arrange them on this fry pan and continue. As you see, you have to have an advanced ninja skills for you to use cooking chopsticks. So this is Prism. I know you have used it before. Do you like it? Well, it uses much more data than Twitter, so I cannot broadcast for a very long time like I do with the flowers. And I use it where there is Wi-Fi. That way, I can amaze you with the crispiness of the image. I have limited amount of data per day. I don't really pay a lot of money for my data plan and phone. But you know, before the Periscope, when the Periscope was still going on, that app was very good for the data. It wasn't eating a lot. This light is almost too strong. The texture is a little bit softer now. Let them go for a little, maybe 1 minute more. By the way, this means sugar in Japanese. Don't confuse it with salt. sato. Sato is sugar, and salt is shio. Shio. This one maybe doesn't have the kanji. Oh, what a heavenly smell. You guys see this? They're getting just like this, these apples. A little bit roasty, which is a good sign. We're getting slightly golden. This means the moisture has evaporated, and the remaining of the butter is in, making them wonderfully golden and absorbing the good flavor. So once we get to this stage, the golden stage, I will stop the gas, the heating. So heating off, and next step is arrangement of them. Let's see, can we do it like that? This is always fun if you do it with chopsticks. Sometimes it's hard, but you can do your own way, not necessarily the ninja way. Sometimes using chopsticks is also hard for these things, but chopsticks allow for a great deal of precision and picking just little bits of food. So this is going to be our center, or actually part of the cake. Let's just distribute them a little bit. And of course, chopsticks are good for the non-stick pans. You just don't scratch them. Let's put the remaining of the butter of cinnamon to clean the pan. Looks great. I'm also baking a bread, so there's a lot of good smell here. The bread is down there. Okay, let's see. Next step brings us to the cake mix. The cake mix is a little bit more challenging. First, we're going to use butter, but I'm going to throw it in the pot to melt it. It has to be liquid. Liquid butter required. Then I'll throw this out. So I've added the liquid butter. I made the butter to liquefy itself by the warmness of the pot. And next we'll be adding 50 milliliters of milk. 50 milliliters of milk, which I have already measured out. Into the big bowl. This is where we'll mix our hotcake mix. Then we'll add 1 egg, medium-sized egg. Wow, look at that go. Eggs in. Wash your hands. just in case. When handling eggs, always a good practice. We have clean hands. What else do we need? We need 2 big spoons of sugar, because this is a cake. We're going to add this lovely brown sugar. 2 big spoons of sugar coming. And you can, of course, reduce it to your liking. So that's 1. And 2. Look at that sugar go, disappearing like a surfer in the typhoon waves. Okay, it smells so good. I mean, the sugar. All right. Now the trick is to add. This is the pancake mix. It's about 200 grams, but we need 100 grams of pancake mix. To do it the easy way, we'll use a balance. We'll use the balance here. This. We'll measure out exactly. How did I do this without maybe I cannot do it anymore. Maybe I have to tear it. There we go. Let me move this a little bit this way. Cut a corner here of pancake mix. And let's first mix it so that the sugar is dissolved in and the egg gets mixed with the milk. Wow, 20 minutes till my bread is done. Looks lovely. Today I'm making fluffy, which is called funwari bread, funwari pan. I wonder what the texture will be. Hopefully it's fluffy. Okay, I feel that the sugar has dissolved. Now, let's use a chopstick here and tear this. And okay, I'll be throwing the pancake mix into this and mixing it. Maybe I didn't do it this way. Anyway, maybe I cannot mix it. Right. Maybe I will. How did I do this? Let me find a piece of paper to measure this out. Gotta get 100 grams of the pancake. It's roughly half of the bag in this case. 50 grams, 60. 80. A little bit has escaped. Okay, that's perfect 100 there. Back to this thing. I want to mix the egg a little bit more. Looks very good. Okay, now let's do this. Adding the mix now to the egg with the milk. You can do it in a mixer. Here we use Ninja analog methods. This will become a rather thick texture. We're adding little by little as we mix. You can smell the pancake mix. I think that's it. Try to get a little bit of the edges. It has to be perfect. This contains, of course, baking soda. You will see some bubbles coming up. You really want to have it as well mixed as possible. And if you are a real ninja, you can mix with chopsticks. That's an extra bonus there. Looks pretty liquidy. Okay, now you guys remember I dissolved the butter. We're going to add this liquid butter to the mix. It's about 1 tablespoon, so that's about 14 grams of butter. And add it while we're mixing. Have it uniformly suspended in this mix. It makes the mixture a little bit less firm. Okay, butter is in. I think this is good. This is good. So far, nothing has failed. I'm going to let it drip for a little bit. You can do it with a chopstick. Okay, this isn't needed. I'll put the scissors away. So, everything looks good. Everything looks good. We haven't forgotten about anything. think that's good enough. Most of the eggs and the mix are down. Okay, now we'll be transferring this to this lovely thing, this lovely arrangement. Also, we'll be using a cover for this, and just in case you need to know. Okay, I'm going to now add the pancake mix to the fry pan on top of these apples. Just like this. Wow, look at that go! How lovely. Beautiful distribution. I'm using the silicone spatula for efficiency. This way we'll waste the least. Dean, hello. I almost can see your comment, but I cannot see because I have a phone in a holder which blocks part of the screen. Cheap Ninja broadcasts and equipment here. Okay, I think we've got most of it in. Now I'm going to apply the lowest flame to it, and we are going to bake it for probably 15 minutes. Actually, the instructions say 10, but I somehow always get it as 15. There. It's going to be something. I will show you how small the flame is. It's minimal. This is pancake mix, so it will burn if you do it too quickly. And you can see the moisture coming up onto the lid. This will allow me to clean up a little bit after. Save this pancake mix for another go. By nicely clipping it with this. That way it won't spill. And maybe in 8 minutes, while this is doing, we will take out the bread that has been baking since earlier time, and we will take it out to cool it off. If you try this doing on your oven, you have to figure out the lowest amount of heat, which shouldn't be too bad. But on the induction ovens, induction ranges, I don't know how to really do it. Oh, there's Dean's comment finally appeared. Joy Patricia, Hello, I cannot see your comment, so you have to type something else. Hey Dean. I can say bonjour, comment ça va? Je suis, ça va bien. Are you guys, so you guys are not watching Olympics. Meow, meow. Absolutely. Oui, oui. If it doesn't burn. No, there is another comment from Patricia, but I cannot see it. Someone needs to purge it and type something. Six minutes till the bread is done. Yay. Excuse the sounds. Trop bon, trop bon. And another comment from Patricia, but it's hidden. You need to keep on typing something. I think you need to keep typing 2 comments. One must be blank, the bottom one must be blank to purge the top one to the top so I can see it. What a strange way, isn't it? So tomorrow will be a typhoon day. We'll be looking at some rain and maybe winds. We'll see how it goes. This also means the humidity will go up. I'm washing the bowls and the spatulas. Washing knives and the chopsticks. Keeping things clean. Three minutes till the bread is done. Oh, this is gonna be fun to take the bread out. What a nice coincidence. We have the cinnamon and the sugar. For this you have to be so patient. Wow, smells really good. 1 minute till the bread. For the bread, we'll use a mesh so that it can cool quicker. We'll put it on something like this. There goes the bread, everyone. Let's change the view. And I'm going to grab these things. It's kind of like Christmas, but I can't help it. Can't help it. Ta-da! Look at this beautiful bread. Let me shake it out of its cage. Wow. Perfect. This is very hot. And this is also very hot. So beautiful. Now let this bread cool off now. And have this cool off as well. Look at this. Very nicely done. Once it cools off, I'm going to use a slicer to slice it into slices and then freeze it. That way, every day you have a fresh, fluffy, soft bread. Especially in the summer, you can take it out, put butter, peanut butter on it while it's still firm from being frozen. And in about 10 minutes, when it's ready to be served, it's already very soft. And you can throw a ham or jam on it. Yummy! Going back to our feature cake. Well, look at this. So much moisture is condensing. It's getting there. Definitely. Going to tidy a little bit. You can hear the sounds coming out of the hot cake. Now for the hot cake, we'll prepare a plate. Actually, I shouldn't call it a hot cake. I should call it an Apple cake. Fry pan hot cake, apple cake. Someone should write a song for it. Wonder what's happening under this lid. Not yet. A little bit longer. With this you need the real patience. If you increase the heat too much, as you know, the pancakes get really brown really quickly. And this is like making a huge pancake, but in a slow way. And we don't want to burn it too quickly. And pancakes, you know, they go for like 30 seconds on the pan and flip and done. So we're just slowing down this process. And to serve this cake, we can use maple syrup or honey on top. Got some little bit here of the Canada #1 grade 8. I think it's #1 maple syrup import. And then you can throw some fruits on top if you feel adventurous. I can actually handle the bread now. Oh, it looks so good. Feels crispy. A little bit more. Ça va, toi. Ça va, et toi? Je suis bien. I'm good, I'm good. A little hot. It's tough to be cooking at 32 degrees Celsius. Weak draft is flowing through, but still maybe not the best weather for cooking. As you know, the Olympics, you can see the athletes sweating a lot. Some say the weather is unimaginable. Especially I heard the tennis players, they're supposed to get some breaks in between because of the heat. They are maybe not used to it. But so far 32, 33 Celsius, that's about normal. It gets much hotter sometimes, at 36, 35. And sometimes 38, but so far the weather has been forgiving. Okay, how's this thing going? That's just when the water goes down, it sizzles because the sides are, of course. I think it's almost there. It's got its kind of bubbly texture. Just in case, we can check with a toothpick, the old trick. Yeah, looks quiet good. I think it's almost done. Leave it maybe for a few more minutes. Oh, this is going to be delicious. It smells delicious as well. Yeah, I can start washing my bread basket. Almost there. It's very nice. If you time it to the right time, you will have a brown, golden surface. What we're going to do next is a little bit of acrobatics. We will try to flip it upside down onto the plate. And then see what happens. Maybe there will be a disaster. Hopefully it will go okay. Okay, let me turn this off. Let's go to the plate. It's really tricky to do it. Take the cover. Smells really good. This is the texture of the cake. Oh. And voila! Look at that nice brown color. Wow, it turned really well. The cake is complete almost. Maybe some decoration will be required here. It's kind of stuck to the, no, it's still moving. You can throw like powdered sugar on it, and but I don't have a powdered sugar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add a little bit of treats there to the top, maybe frozen berries. Few of the frozen berries, which will unfreeze themselves eventually. We got blackberries and raspberries. And then a little bit of maple syrup, optional. Just for the taste. go. Maple syrup applied. So this is the ready product here. Our hot cake apple cake. By the way, I'll show you the, just in case if you are in Japan, this is the, it's a typical hot cake mix, hot cake mixu, it says here. And there are various recipes on the end here. You can make these round things out of it, and we have made this one, the apple one, and of course you can make pancakes. Very versatile. So that's it, everyone. I finished in 1 hour. I hope you are all asleep by now, and now I'm going to eat this because it's lunchtime. Thank you for watching. So take care, and see you in other broadcasts. Bye for now.